So good morning everybody and welcome to the second round of the EnduroGP 2023 season. We are in Lalín, Spain, and now we are going to give you some information about today's and the weekend race. Today we will start with the super test at 18:45, which means that as usual here in Spain, they want us to make a round on the city. So riders are welcome to go from 18:15 from the paddock to make a round on the city, and then they go directly to the super test. The super test, as usually, we will start by the reverse order by the championship standings. We will have 18 riders from the Spanish championship also on this super test, and then we will come with our open, youth, junior, and then the GP. We will have 2 riders each minute. We will have 1 hour to do it all, which means that from the super test, riders will have 1 hour to make the super test, to come back to the paddock, to make the service, to go to the final time check, which is in the entrance of the paddock C, of the national paddock. Pay attention on that. And then you are able to come to the Parc Fermé with the engine on. Okay? So pay attention. You have to enter on the paddock by the main entrance, like Riegio, and Spanish team. Then you drive to your service, come out of the paddock on the KBS truck, turn right, go to the final time check, which is in the end of the road, and then this is the final time check, and you are able to come with you are licensed to come with the engine on till the Parc Fermé. For tomorrow, we will start at 9 o'clock as usually. The order will be GP, Junior, Youth, the Open class, and then the 18 riders from the National Championship. Remember that we also have Spanish Championship on the place, but they will come after you. I don't think we will have any problems about that. You should follow the red signalizations. Pay attention because there are no tape, only signs. And we have specific places to put it. We cannot put it on the trees. So pay attention on the first lap. We will have 2 riders each 2 minutes for the GP. Okay? The Spanish Championship and the Open guys will do only 2 laps. All the other classes, as normal, we will make 3 laps. There are 2 deviations for the Open and for the Nationals, but Mauricio will explain you later on better that part. Circulation on the paddock, pay attention, you can always enter through the main road from the city hall. You have to make all the round on the paddock. You should leave always on the KBS truck, okay? For the pre-finish, and because it's big, we will give you extra 2 minutes, which means that everybody will have 17 minutes for the pre-finish. But pay attention and remember that to go from the paddock to the last time check, you need 1 minute, okay? Remember that the final time check will be during the race and during the laps, and also on the end of the race, it will gonna be in the entrance of the paddock C, of the national paddock. Pay attention about that. In the end, for sure, you can come with the bike with the engine on till the Parc Fermé to put it to put your bike on the Parc Fermé. It's gonna be a long race. We will have 2 hours and 23 or 24 for each lap, which means that you are almost with 7 hours and a half per day racing. We will have 3 special tests. The scheme is paddock, extreme, cross test, time check just near before the enduro test. Then you make the enduro test, you come to the paddock, which means that you always have 2 service, 2 time checks with service. You can make service on the paddock, you can make service just before the enduro test. A special attention to the service people. The place is not so big, so you have to put the tents and the car in front. You have to put the tent in front or on the back of the car because it's not so narrow. Is it a bit narrow? So you need to pass. A car needs to pass all the times on that road. So please behave on that part. is very, very similar with the race that we have last year. We are the same. We have almost the same special test, always the same track. So I think most of you know what is expecting you. Let's see how it goes with the rain. Mauricio will give you more details about kilometers and about, for sure, the times. But as normal, pay attention on the first lap concerning the track, okay? Thank you very much. I hope that everybody will be good and safe in the end and that you enjoy this race.
Hello everybody, I'm Maurizio Miklos, the FIM track inspector, and as usual I explain you something about the details of the race. So we start from tonight. All the riders start with the light sunlight, but the EnduroGP riders we suppose that ride with the artificial lights. Yesterday we checked it, so it's good to ride. It's the good condition to ride with the artificial light. So we will expect you that you will have this show. For tonight also there is the starting clock will be positioned just before the super test. So you will go there freely to the super test. You will find a tent with the timekeepers, and it will be the start.
After the lap on the city.
Obviously after the parade around the city. So tomorrow, after the start, after 4 minutes by asphalt, riders arrive to the extreme test. The extreme test is 1 kilometer long. It will take around 3 minutes. There is 2 deviations ready to use in case of bad condition of the weather, and during the day we will decide if use or not. You will be advised before the enter of the extreme, and it will signalized by some arrows and signs. I think that every rider already see it. After the cross test, you will have 16 minutes to arrive to the cross test. Pay attention, because just before the cross test, you will see the time check, the advance of the time check. You have not to enter on the time check in this moment, because you have to go to the cross test. You will do the cross test in around 7 minutes. After the cross test, you will have a long loop in the mountains, around 29 kilometers, and they spend 51 minutes. There is 1 deviation for the open, ready to use, and hopefully, with the good weather, we will use only for the open and not for all the other riders. And so we will see during the day what happened about the meteo condition. You will cross for 200 meters the same road that you used before to arrive to the cross test, and in this moment you have to go to the time check with the service. I expect at least 10 minutes for the service, so pay attention please after the start to cross the city, and because you have plenty of time. After the time check 1, less than 1 kilometer, you arrive to the enduro test. I ride the enduro test around 15 minutes. There is deviation ready in case of rain. I think that all the riders already saw it. And after the enduro test, you will go to the paddock in 21 minutes. This time I take care about the circulation in the paddock. That is quite complicated. So pay attention on it, because I expect that also in this time check you will arrive at least with 10 minutes for the service. I forgot something, because in the time check 1, the deviation for the open permit them to win around 3 minutes. So I think that the time and the service will be enough for everybody. Pay attention, the time check, every lap will be in the enter and exit of the national paddock. So you will have to count around 1 minute from the A paddock to the national paddock. So leave the paddock A in advance in the way to arrive on time on the time check. Special remark that this will be the finish for tonight and also for tomorrow. It means that after the service, everybody must go to the finish that is in the enter and exit of the national paddock and come back for put the bike in the parc fermé. From the finish to the parc fermé, we will check your riding time. We suppose that you need more or less 3 minutes to arrive there, so we will control it in the way that nobody pass again to the service to make some other adjustment. The pre-finish will be on the top of the road before all the paddocks, of course. And there is nothing more from my side. Have a good race. See you on the track.